Good morning, students. Good morning, all of you. Today we will discuss about the geography chapter number 5 of industries. Okay.
Good morning, students.
You can see this is a picture of the industry. Okay. It's a large scale industry. You all know about the industries are of so many types. Okay. So today we will discuss about the categories of the industries. Okay. First of all, what do you mean by industry? और why we have industries? हमें industries की requirement क्यों होती है? Because if we are talking about after independence, India has the rapid progress of economic activities, of the economic development because of the industries, because of the help of the industries. So like food industries, steel, iron and steel industries, automobiles industries, cement industries. If these industries are not there, what will happen? India will not progress. So it is compulsory for the development of the city or development of the country. Industries are very essential. So it is also found that such, if we are talking about the economic progress, so we can discuss about, it is also found that such unorganized and uncontrolled development of industries has acted adversely on economic and social conditions of the community, of the town as a whole, and without proper zoning and restrictions. If we want to establish our industries, so what we have to found, हमें क्या चीजों की requirement होती है? We have to, without proper zoning and restrictions on installation of industries, it is not possible to achieve balance. Why we can't achieve balance? Because if you are not having the proper zone, if you are not having the proper area. For example, if we are want to establish a cotton or cloth industry, what we have to mention, we have to search the weathering conditions also. ठीक है, with the areas. Now, if you are talking about industries, industries are so many types, like large scale industries, ठीक है, automobiles and Maruti Udyog industries. So many industries are there. So, if industry means, what do you mean by industries? Industries refers to the economic activity. Industry means, industry refers to the economic activity to concern with the production of goods. It's related with the production of goods, extraction of mining and provision of services. If you are talking about the industries are also dependent on the production of goods. First point is production of goods. Second is extraction of minerals. Third point related to the provision of services. Now I am giving them examples. First example, if I am giving to the production of goods, like iron and steel industries is related to the production of good industry. Is that clear to all of you? Now second, if I am talking about the extraction of minerals, so coal is the example of the extraction of minerals. And if I am talking about the provision of services, so provision of services like tourism, आप देखते हो tourism भी क्या है? Service का provision है. So it means industries is survey of the existing industries in a particular locality would reveal the factor responsible for inducing the industrialist to locate their industries in a particular area. Here the word particular place or particular area is very compulsory. For example, if I am giving the example, recently I gave the example, if the cloth industry is established in the hilly area, okay, in a hilly area or in a hilly surface area, it would not work properly. So it is very compulsory. The site of industries are chosen near large towns to take advantage of power. Here power means electricity power. Electric power, okay, water supply and transport facilities. So these are the main points. You have to remember that point, that if you want to establish industries, we have to select these points. If these 3 points were there, so we can establish our industries very easily. फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज रिलेटेड टू द पावर, बिकॉज इंडस्ट्री नीड्स द इलेक्ट्रिक पावर. आपको पता है बिना इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के मशीनें जो है वो वर्क नहीं कर सकती. सो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, water supply is also very essential, and the third important point is related to the transportation. Now all the points are clear. Now if we are talking about the urban areas, there will be some demand for industrial land, so as to satisfy the local requirement such as banks and laundries. Now if we want to establish the large scale industries, so we have to need the loans or the insurance. Some industries wants to the insurance facility. For example, I am giving you some example, like if we want to establish a large scale industries, so it is not compulsory कि we have lot of money, कि हम अपने ही पैसों से पूरी इंडस्ट्री को establish करते हैं. So we require the banks. हमें किस चीज की requirement होती है? We need the bank loan, okay, to establish the industry. Site selection. Site selection is very compulsory for the industries. If we are talking about the requirements of the industries, what things we should require for establishing a industry? Some points are there. There are various types of industries following a general requirements of all types of industries. If we are talking about all types of industries, so these are some points. These are very important points for the requirement of the industries. It's amenities like parks, trees, playgrounds, etc. And I will explain all the points. First of all, you have to read, concentrate on the heading. Then I will explain each and every point. First is amenities like parks, trees and playgrounds. Availability of cheap land, waste disposal availability such as perennial rivers, tidal stream, etc. Perennial rivers means which these rivers are flow throughout the year is known as perennial rivers. Is that clear? वो rivers जो पूरे साल भर flow करती हैं, बहती हैं, are known as perennial rivers. And tidal streams, you read that point very carefully. Now nearness to the market is very essential for the requirement of the industry. And the last point is nearness to the related industry. Nearness to the related industry. Now we will discuss all the points in this. Some requirements of the industries are very common, like public services like electricity, power supply, sewage and water supply is also very important for requirement for the industry. If water supply was not there, so it is not compulsory or it is not beneficial for you, you can establish an industry there. अगर आपको पानी की फैसिलिटी नहीं मिल रही है तो you can't establish your industry because so many workers are there in your industries work. If water problem is there, so how you can manage the problem? So it is very compulsory. You have to check the requirements when you establish your industries. Now you want the supply of the skilled and unskilled labor. Skilled means capable or trained. Is it clear? Skilled means trained and unskilled means those who are not trained. But labor work, he can do the labor work also. So these are the requirements. Now tax structure of the local authority. Tax structure means the tax, income tax or the industrial tax or the cloth tax, the transportation tax, road tax, every tax. So each and every state is having the different types of tax tax structure. So we need the local authority tax structure also, कि हम जहाँ पे जिस एरिया में हम अपनी इंडस्ट्री लगाना चाहते हैं या जिस स्टेट में हम अपनी इंडस्ट्री लगाना चाहते हैं उस स्टेट का टैक्स स्ट्रक्चर क्या है. The overall climate of surrounding locality. Yes, climatic conditions is also very important. जैसे मैंने अभी आपको एग्जांपल दिया था climatic conditions. If we want to establish a cloth industry or cotton industry, so we need a climate is very clear. अगर बारिशें होती रहेंगी वहां पे तो हमारा ट्रांसपोर्टेशन या हमारी इंडस्ट्री जो डेवलप नहीं कर पाएगी. नाउ टोपोग्राफी कंडीशंस सच एज कंटूर लाइंस, हिली एरियाज, गुड ड्रेनेज लेवल इज आल्सो वेरी requirement for the industries. Transportation facility. Transportation is very essential requirement of the industry. Because you all know about this. If our work or if our manufacturing goods are prepared, if we manufacture the goods in our industries and we prepared, so how we will selling the product, हम उस चीज को कैसे बेचेंगे? So we need the help of the transportation facilities also gone. Now requirement of the industry is clear. Now classification of industries. If we are talking about the classification of industries, so we can classify the industries. These are the related to the senior classes. So in your section in 8th standard, the classification of industries. Yes, the classification of industries, yes. Primary industries, secondary industries, tertiary industries and quaternary industries are there. Primary industries, secondary, tertiary and quaternary industries were there. If we are classified the industries, we can classify the industries into 4 major groups. Primary industries, secondary, tertiary and quaternary. Now, primary industries. These industries are involved in the primary production and they include the quarrying, mining, fishing, forestry, agriculture, etc. It means primary industries are based on raw materials. It is clear? Primary industries are based on raw materials, and if we are talking about the examples, so primary industries examples are quarrying, mining, fishing, forestry and agriculture. Now, if we are talking about the secondary industries are these industries which are involved in the transformation, the changing process. Transformation means the changing process. Okay. So, the changing process of the primary product and they take up the form of manufacturing industries. Yani ki when we convert the raw material into a manufactured product is known as secondary industry. Is that clear? Now, if we are talking about, here are some examples, some pictures related to the primary industries like minerals, okay, mines are there, okay, extractions were there. So these are related to the primary and secondary. Now here are some pictures. Their manufacturing is there. In this picture you can see the manufacturing goods. यानी कि चीजें बनाई जा रही हैं. So it is known as the secondary industries or secondary sector industry. Now the tertiary industries. The tertiary industries are these industries which provide a service to a product that have already passed through primary and secondary stages. When the product is passed up primary and the secondary stage, the third important stage of the industry is the transportation facility. So tertiary industries is also giving them transportation facility like transportation, banking, insurance, communications, marketing. These all are related to the tertiary industries. So you can write down some examples like banking, insurance, transportation. Transportation you can use road transportation, airways or shipways. It's up to you, and railways also. So transportation facilities, banking, insurance, communication, these are related to the tertiary industries. Now, new and important industry is quaternary industries. This is relatively a small group of industries for training and research. For the training and research in the scientific field. For example, science lab. Is that clear? Science lab, जहाँ पर हम नई नई चीजें इन्वेंट करते खोजते हैं. Training center. Okay, it's related to the quaternary industries. Here are some pictures related to the tertiary industries. These are related to the banking, okay, and these are the pictures related to the tertiary industries. Now, quaternary industries like labs, computer labs also related to the quaternary industries. These are the industries. So, we discussed about the classification of industries. There are 4 types of industries we will study. First is primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary. Now, some reasons related to the concentration of the industries. Some reasons. First is electric power. Second is heavy industries, growth of light industries, transportation and type of the population. These are the reasons to the concentration of the industries. These are some important reasons like electric power. Electric power, you all know about the electric power, it means electricity. And heavy industries like iron and steel industries, also known as heavy industries type. And growth of light industries which supports the heavy industries. Okay, and transportation facilities, I explained again, transportation, roadways, railways, everything related to the transportation system. And type of population is also there. If there will be no township area was there near about your industries, so how you will get the labor? So, type of population is also very important reason for the concentration of the industry. We will read. Yes. If you are talking about the electric power, so easy availability of electric power at certain places has resulted in the concentration of the industries. If electric power is in a regular basis, तो क्या होगा? हमारा concentration नहीं टूटेगा. We can't complain again and again कि हमारी industry में work नहीं हो रहा है. So it's very important. Now, if you are talking about the growth of light industries, so there is a sudden growth of number of light industries in large towns where the heavy industries were there. अगर मान लो बहुत टाटा आयरन एंड स्टील इंडस्ट्री वाज एस्टैब्लिश इन आवर टाउन, तो हम क्या देखेंगे उसके आसपास जो होती है छोटी छोटी और इंडस्ट्रीज भी डेवलप हो जाती हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जैसे टायर बनाने की होगी, उसी से रिलेटेड, उस इंडस्ट्री से ही रिलेटेड. Heavy industries, the setting of heavy industries attracted other subsidiary industries and as a result an industrial complex is formed. So many industries were established with the help of the heavy industries. So many light industries were established. Now, if you are talking about the road transportation, so the development of roads, railways and air transport have made it possible to locate industries at previous inaccessible sites. Now we have to find the transportation facility is also there or not. It is very compulsory to found the transportation facility. If our industry is in a hilly area, if we establish our industry in a hilly area, what we have to face the problem? We have to face the problem of the transportation. आप देखते हो कि अगर आप hilly area में कहीं पे भी industry establish करते हो, तो we have to face the problem of the transportation. आपको पता है ऐसे areas में transportation facilities easily available नहीं हो पाती. तो it is very compulsory to select the road transportation is also there or not. Now, type of population. The people of certain areas are known for their initiative and hard work, and as a result, a number of industries of varying nature might have come up in those areas. But in some areas, if you are fine, in some areas, people is having a knowledge, lots of knowledge in the making any instrument or making any machine, tools, everything. So it is very important for those people, those who are having the knowledge. उनके लिए क्या होता है कि उनको एक इजीली जो है फैसिलिटी अवेलेबल हो जाती है, वो इजीली जो है वो इंडस्ट्रीज में वर्क कर सकते हैं. Now, these are the reasons we have to read about the reasons. Now we have to talk about the advantages. Advantages means benefits. benefits of the concentration of industries. What we have the benefits, यानी कि हमें क्या क्या benefits हैं, क्या क्या advantages हम लोगों को मिल रहे हैं of the concentration of the industries. First is coordination between small and large scale industries, coordination between the workers and the industries, coordination between the areas of the industries. Now efficiency of the workers and the linked industries is also a very good advantage of the concentration of the industries. Some advantages. First of all, coordination. Coordination means it is possible to achieve coordination in selling, marketing and common go-downs arrangements. Common go-downs. Go-downs means स्टोरेज रूम या जो होता है गोदाम जिसको हम बोलते हैं, ठीक है. गोडाउन्स अरेंजमेंट्स व्हेन देयर इज ग्रुपिंग ऑफ सिमिलर इंडस्ट्रीज, व्हेन देयर इज अ सिमिलर इंडस्ट्रीज वर देयर नियर अबाउट यू, यानी आपके आसपास सेम टाइप की इंडस्ट्रीज वर देयर, तो इट इज अ वेरी एडवांटेज पॉइंट. इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू यू हैव टू कोऑर्डिनेट विद देम. जब आपका फिनिश्ड प्रोडक्ट रेडी है, यू कैन स्टोर देम इन अ गोडाउन, इन अ कॉमन गोडाउन. And then if your product is not in there in godown, so some other industries can use that godown. So it is the very easiest way to coordinate with the selling, marketing for the godown production of the industries. So we have to coordinate the groups. Now efficiency of workers, the capability of workers. The workers may be provided with residential facilities. Residential facilities. Here the word residential facility means अगर हम अपने workers को proper facilities देते हैं, यानी कि उनके रहने, खाने और हर चीज की, so it is very good for the workers. So the workers may be provided with residential facilities round about the industries, and hence there will be considerable increase in their efficiency, and they have not travel a long distance. Okay, so it is very clear, and it is very important advantage for the industry. We have need the workers. अगर मान लो suppose आपके workers बार-बार आपकी industry को छोड़ के जा रहे हैं, तो your industries not growth in a proper way. आपकी इंडस्ट्री ग्रो नहीं कर पाएगी. So we need a established worker. We need a established worker. So if we need a established worker, we have to give them some facilities like residential facilities. Residential, अगर मैंने इंडस्ट्रीज के आसपास ही अपने वर्कर्स को रहने के लिए जगह दे दी, ठीक है, तो क्या होगा, उनके लिए इजी हो जाएगा मेरी इंडस्ट्री में वर्क करना, और वो इधर से उधर यानी कि कहीं और दूसरी तरफ नहीं जाएंगे, क्योंकि उनको लगेगा कि दूसरी इंडस्ट्रीज में जाएंगे तो बहुत टाइम वेस्ट होगा या लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस होगा. दैट्स व्हाई. सो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फैसिलिटी फॉर द वर्कर्स. If you are talking about the industrial activity, if industries of similar type are grouped together, the industrial activities are accelerated and efforts are made to stimulate the efficiency and invention. So if there will be similar types of industries were there, so we can help them. It is very good advantage of the industrialist. क्या होता है कि अगर हम सिमिलर सेम इंडस्ट्रीज है, तो मान लो अगर हमारे पास कोई उस समय मैन्युफैक्चरिंग टाइम पे कोई प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, तो द अदर इंडस्ट्री विल हेल्प अस. अगर मान लो अलग अलग तरीके की इंडस्ट्रीज होंगी तो दे कांट हेल्प अस. सो इट इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एडवांटेज फॉर द इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट. If linked industries were there, the finished product of one factory may prove to be raw material of another. It is very important point. Linked industry is very important advantage for the industrialist, because the finished product means ready product. Finished product means ready product, यानी कि जो तैयार हो जाता है. So the finished product of one factory may prove to be raw material of another. Hence the linked up industries may be formed with mutual advantages. So these are the advantages. You can understand these advantages again. You can yes, these are coordination between the industrialists and the workers. and the efficiency of the workers, the capability of the workers, and the linked industries is a very important beneficial point of view. Now, if advantages were there, so there will be so many disadvantages is also there. जहाँ पर advantages होते हैं बेटा वहाँ पर disadvantages भी होते हैं. So, some disadvantages were there also. Yes. First, disadvantages. जैसे मैंने आपको बताया ना, if advantages were there, so disadvantages is also there. Economic crisis. Second is health of the workers. Pollution and traffic congestion or traffic problem is also a disadvantageous point of concentration of the industry. It is very harmful. Sometimes it is very harmful. Because if you are talking about the disadvantages, so economic crisis. कैसे होता है economic crisis? Because if demand falls or if there is a sudden change in public taste, the industrial area faces economic crisis. If demand falls, if there will be no demand for your product, okay, what will happen? Your product should not be sold in the market. आपका प्रोडक्ट कोई भी नहीं लेगा बाजार में खरीदने के लिए क्योंकि उसकी डिमांड ही नहीं है. If there is no demand for your product, economic crisis will be there. So क्योंकि आपको पता है पब्लिक टेस्ट चेंज होता रहता है. पहले जो चीजें थी अब उनमें बहुत ज्यादा चेंजेस होते जा रहे हैं. इट्स नॉट कंपल्सरी कि साल में पहले जो चीजें चलती थी वही अब चल रही हैं. सो इट इज डिपेंड ऑन द पब्लिक taste. So economic crisis were there. So the workers as well as employers both suffer and the economic structure of the whole area collapsed. So this were affected the workers' conditions also. This situations also affect the workers' conditions. So economic crisis is also a very very disadvantageous point of view. If you are talking about the economic crisis, is very important in their industrial work there. Now, second, if we are talking health of the workers, the unhealthy conditions prevails in most of the congested areas of the industrial units, affect adversely on the health of the workers. If your workers is not in a proper good health, what will happen? The working capacity of your workers is down. He can't do work. अगर हम किसी अपने वर्कर की उसकी हेल्थ अच्छी नहीं है तो he can't able to do the work. So it is very disadvantageous because of the for example, if your industrial area was not near about the town, what will happen? Worker इतनी दूर से रोज आ रहा है, ठीक है. If weather condition is not there, अगर वेदर कंडीशन जो है वो प्रॉपर नहीं है तो क्या होगा? वर्कर क्या मान लो कभी बारिश में भीग गया या आपकी इंडस्ट्री में कोई हार्मफुल केमिकल हो रहा है उससे उसकी हेल्थ पर इफेक्ट हो रहा है तो इट इज वेरी हार्मफुल फॉर द workers. So health of the workers is also very important. If you are talking to disadvantages, there is health of the workers. So we have to concentrate on the health of the workers also. We have to focus. Now pollution. We all know about that point. इस point के बारे में तो आप सभी जानते हैं. Pollution. So if trade waste are not properly treated before disposal, the air pollution and water pollution is occurs. So we all know about the pollution, industrial waste pollution. We read about that topic in the next topic. We will read the industrial pollution. So if you are talking about the pollution, you all know about the industrial से क्या होता है? Industrial waste निकलता है, harmful gases were there. So it is very harmful for the people also. So if you are not treated them if we are not treated them before disposal, यानी कि अगर आपके इंडस्ट्री से कोई भी केमिकल जो बाहर निकल रहा है वेस्टेज, अगर हम उसका अच्छे से प्रॉपर पहले ही उसका कोई अरेंजमेंट करके नहीं रखेंगे तो क्या होगा, इट इज हार्मफुल फॉर द क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशन, फॉर द पीपल, फॉर योर वर्कर्स और फॉर योर इंडस्ट्रीज ऑल्सो. नाउ द ट्रैफिक कंजेशन. The traffic congestion is the grouping of industries develop problems of the traffic conditions which are not too easy to solve. If you are having the dispute problem related to your related industry, मान लो आपके पास किसी इंडस्ट्री से कोई रॉ मटेरियल आ रहा है, अगर आपको उससे कोई डिस्प्यूट हो जाता है, ठीक है, अगर आपको उसके साथ कोई लड़ाई झगड़ा हो जाता है या किसी भी चीज को लेके तो वो आपको माल नहीं देगा, तो इट इज अ वेरी डिसएडवांटेजेस पॉइंट कि वो अगर आपको माल नहीं देगा तो आप मैन्युफैक्चर नहीं कर पाओगे. तो इट इज वेरी डिसएडवांटेजेस फॉर द कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ द इंडस्ट्रीज. सो दीज आर द पिक्चर्स. We all know about these pictures. We already read about the industrial pollution. So these are the pictures related to the industries. If the students or if the workers or if the people are surrounding nearby the industries, if they live nearby the industries, so these are the chemical or harmful gases were there also there. So these harm the health of the workers also and health of the near about पॉपुलेशन, जो भी उनके आसपास जो भी लोग रह रहे हैं उनकी भी पॉपुलेशन जो भी है तो उनकी भी हेल्थ का इश्यू हो जाता है. नाउ सेटिंग अप एन इंडस्ट्रीज. Setting up an industries, if you are setting up for industries, we have to focus. You have to focus. The setting of a particular industry should be carefully decided by taking into account the various requirements of that industry. Wherein zoning is adopted, the industrial zone in the town branch should be located in the suitable place. So when we establish an industries, one important point is there to the zoning of the industry, the zone area, okay? The suitable place. Some measures to control the location of the industries. Here are some measuring points to how we can control the location of the industries. The major object of an industrialist for locating his industries at a particular place of his profit. If I am an industrialist, अगर मैं industrialist हूँ तो मुझे क्या चीज है, I have to establish my industry in that place where I am getting the profit. Is that clear? So, the main object of an industry is for locating his industries at a particular place of his profit. The town planning authorities are concerned in location of an industry from the viewpoint of the public interest. So, the success of the measuring adopted to control location of industries will depend upon the adjustment of these two motives. We have to locate our industries in a suitable place. Okay, and second point is for gaining the profit. हमें profit चाहिए और हमें अपनी इंडस्ट्री को कहाँ लगाएं, एक ऐसे suitable place में लगाएं जहां पर हमें benefit हो सके. Measures to control location of industries. Some important measures were also there. We have to following 3 important measures which are adopted for the controlling the location of the industries. We have to read these points also. First is by developing of industrial township and this. Yes, these are the townships. Okay. We have to focus on the location कि वहाँ पे we have to getting the workers. Now by granting concession, the establishment of the industries at certain place in the country may be encouraged by granting concession in various forms, such as giving land and nominal lease rent. हमें क्या होगा, लैंड भी इजीली अवेलेबल होना चाहिए and we need extending loans with attractive terms. We have to give them. Now, by imposing restrictions, some restrictions were also there when we measures to control location of the industries. When we found the industrial location, So the development of the certain industry is prohibited in a particular area by law. If similar industries are already existing in that area, a time is fixed for vacating and stopping. If the similar product industry was there, so we have to wait. Then when that time is fixed there, so we have to, some industries are prohibited in a particular एरिया बाय द लॉ. आपको पता है कि हर जगह आप इंडस्ट्री स्टैब्लिश नहीं कर सकते. गवर्नमेंट ने कहीं कुछ इंडस्ट्रीज पर बैन भी लगाया है कि वो आप टाउन प्लेस एरिया में और लोकल एरियाज में आप स्टैब्लिश नहीं कर सकते. सो दीज आर द मेजर्स टू कंट्रोल लोकेशन ऑफ industries. Now today we have to complete these points. We will continue this chapter in next video. So have a good day to all the students and have a nice day. You have to remember that you have to revise these topics and we have to continue with this topic later in the next video. Thank you very much.